On pole position alongside the Great Dane David Walter for Koski Motorsport. 311, the Vortex-powered Tony KART of Jan Koski's team. Lucas Flutzer from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean. One of the four Flutzer siblings. A superb run this morning. 307, the KART Republic. Yeah, of course, it is Freddie Slater out of grid 4 for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The Vortex-powered Cosmic KART. Freddie from the second row of the grid, another Russian, Maximilian Popov from Sochi in the south of Russia for Ward Racing, 324. Won one of his heats yesterday, starts from the third row of the grid as the green flag flies, and we are ready to race for the first of 4 times this afternoon on a dry circuit, thankfully, here at Adria. This is the grid Kavalkan on pole alongside Walter, and it is Flutzer and Fast Freddy. Maximilian Popov, Kirill Ditsiev, the Russians on the third row. Miguel Costa, Sebastiano Pavan, Rashid Al-Dahedi, who won the Champions Cup here back in the 20th day of February, alongside Dmitry Matviev, who won the Final Cup in Mini 2 years ago. Olaf, Frey, Lammers, Antonov, Dion Gauda, Marcos Sata, Maciej Guadic, Jan Puhui, and 2 more Russians. They keep on coming, Kirill Kutskov and German Fortev. On the 11th row of the grid, Salim Hanna Hernandez from Colombia, Josh Irfan, Tiziano Monza, Nathan Tai, Andres Cardenas, Kashprishki, Dinos Truescu, Jerasam Skulinov, Martin Molnar for the Revesh Racing Team, and Jules Caranta from Saint-Tropez down in the south of France. Newman Chi, Thomas Stralvan, Ed Robinson, and for Dan Holland Racing, scraping into the final, it is the Estonian Mark Dubnitsky in the TM-powered KART Republic. Here in the north of Italy, the final event of 2021. Kavalkan up to the line, and this time we race. Nice start by Flutzer, slots into second place. The Russian Anatoly inevitably from pole position leads the field down through turns 1 and 2. A clean start for the junior final here this afternoon. One kart going round in the background, and a problem for one of the energy karts too at the back of the pack. Maciej Guadic was involved in an incident at the back of the pack, and he's dropped way down the order. We may already have our first retirement as Kavalkan leads the way in the parallel from the KART Republic of the Spaniard Lucas Flutzer. David Walter from the outside of the front row in third place. David Walter from the outside of the front row back into second. He goes by Flutzer. That's Freddie in P4. They come across the line for the first time. The WSK Final Cup underway here this afternoon at Adria. Kavalkan, Walter, Flutzer. It's only a matter of time before Slater tries to dive past Flutzer, who runs wide. It's right here, down into turn 3. Yeah, of course, Slater up into third place. Nicely done by the English driver. Next in line is David Walter. He's quick though, he wants the win. Anatoly Kavalkan under immense pressure as he leads the race here this afternoon. Just confirming Maciej Guadic is the first retirement. The pole is out. Walter down the inside into the hairpin, takes the lead. Kavalkan goes side by side and takes him on the chicane, but Walter fights back. Watch Slater in third place. He'll get the run coming onto the straight. They go under the bridge for the second time. Walter in the lead. Slater works the steering wheel. He's being pushed by Lucas Flutzer down into turn 2. Slater in third place. Walter's got the lead, just under immense pressure from the pole sitter, Anatoly Kavalkan, who wants it back. Flutzer has a big look at the back of Freddie. He has to make a move soon because here comes another ruthless racing Russian in the form of the son of a Top Gun, Maximilian Popov. The boy from the Russian Grand Prix city of Sochi, for Ward Racing in P5. Walter leads, Slater down the inside, goes P2, and Flutzer follows him through. They're 3 wide. Kavalkan from pole position's in trouble. He's back into third. He'll get a slow run coming onto the straight as Walter disappears down the road into turn 1. Slater second, 0.5 of a second behind. Don't discount Rashid Al-Dahedi as well. The boy from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, the city that will host the final round of the FIA Formula One World Championship in 2 weeks' time. He's in P7. He's just done the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Rashid. A 49.751 last time round. He won the opening race of the season right here on the 20th of February. That was in the WSK Champions Cup. He backed it up a week later to win the first round of the WSK Super Masters Series. And of course, he won the WSK Super Masters Series title to start 2021. But that was with the Paralin team. He's now driving for the independent KART Republic of Dean Church. Rashid Al-Dahedi comes across the line in P5. He goes by Popov. Costa is on the charge as well. Walter, he's being caught by Freddie Slater, who puts down a 49.495, 0.2 of a second faster than the Great Dane last time round. Slater in second. Kavalkin regains some momentum. That's him in third place in the Paralin. Flutzer stays there. He's still one step off the podium. The 307 KART Republic, not too far back from Kavalkin. Is he close enough to make a move? He probably was, but he got ragged on the exit and had to make a slight correction, lost a few engine RPM. Coming out of the left-hander that time, so they come across the line to start lap 6. 5 done. There is Rashid going through in P5. He's catching them. He's 1.3 seconds off the lead. But as Walter, Slater, Kavalkin and Flutzer fight, the Emirati will surely catch them. Over the ripple strip goes David Walter in the Koski Motorsport Tony KART. Fast Freddy for Ricky Flynn Motorsport in P2. The team who have confirmed that they will be running the all-new Lando Norris chassis in 2022. Of course, Lando joining us at the WSK Open Cup 2 months ago right here at Adria to take part in official practice for OK as Slater sends it down the inside. It was a late move. He got the job done. Walter has gone from the lead back into position 3 and he's under attack from Flutzer. Here comes Rashid in the background. Costa is also tearing up through the field. Miguel Costa, the Brazilian-American from Monte Carlo, he's in P6 ahead of Popov, Pavan, Orlov, Titiev, Matviv. The Russians keep coming. There's 4 of them inside the top 10. Slater down the inside has to defend. It's a 4-kart fight for the lead. 3 wide in the background into turn 5. And he's out. He does a complete 360, does David Walter. His chances of winning the final cup are over. Almost inevitably, they come to grief. David Walter makes contact as Flutzer down the inside takes the lead. Slater takes him back. What a final here this afternoon. The WSK Final Cup live from Adria Karting Raceway. Costa is 1 step off the podium. A disaster for David Walter. He comes across the line in position 14. Slater has got the lead. Flutzer wants it. It is Ricky Flynn Motorsport in the Vortex-powered Cosmic, just ahead of Flutzer in the IAMI-powered KART Republic. Rashid, he's there on the podium in P3. Slater goes defensive. He dives down the inside, does Lucas. And the British Spaniard goes position 1. Slater glued to the back of the KR, watching to the hairpin. Flutzer white lines out. Rashid gets the run. Side by side, Slater just drifts across and makes the Cosmic KART too wide for the Emirati to pass. Look at Costa. Forza Guel, he's 1 step off the podium. Kavalkin back to P5, ahead of all of the Russians. Absolutely ubiquitous here this afternoon. But it's Lucas Flutzer from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean who leads the WSK Final Cup this afternoon. Rashid goes through to position 2. Slater fights back. That's where Walter came to grief just a few moments ago, and it was almost a replica. Right then, Rashid and Freddie come together almost, and Flutzer skips away. This is a sensational race. We move into the second half of the OK Junior WSK Final Cup live from Adria Karting Raceway. Costa goes through ahead of Kavalkin, the pole sitter. He's back in P5. In fact, he's been passed by the other Russian in the other parallel. That's Maxim Orlov. Sebastiano Pavan is ahead of Popov, Matviv Kelder, and Jeffrey and René Lammers. The kleine pilot van the Netherlands, who won the WSK Champions Cup back in Mini at the start of the year. René in position 12 ahead of the fastest qualifier, Kirill Litsiev, who's faded down to 13th. Who's behind Kirill? None other than David Walter. Rashid down the inside, takes P2, looks over his right shoulder. The gap from Flutzer is 0.6 of a second. Sebastiano Pavan has done the fastest lap of the race. Sebastiano Pavan, the top Italian, in position 7. He's flying. Flutzer has got the lead. It's 1.1 seconds as Rashid and Freddie fight down into turn 2. This would be an amazing victory, but 6 laps separate the British Spaniard from an amazing potential victory here this afternoon. His father Lorenzo watching on from pit lane. He's got no fingernails left. Not to mention the rest of his family who are watching on live from the sunny island of Majorca in the middle of the Mediterranean. Lucas has got 1.1 seconds over Rashid. There's Freddie. Maxim Orlov and Kavalkin have both gone by Miguel Costa, who has fallen back in the field after running as high as position 4. The gap, 1.2 seconds. He's extended it by a 10th, and it'll blow out even more if Freddie goes down the inside into turn 2. The air course takes him. Does Slater from the Midlands, and Rashid fights back, rides the ripple strip. That is Maxim Orlov. He's now the top Russian in the top parallel in P4. He's only millimetres off the podium as Rashid's off the road. Holds incredibly second place. Orlov gives him a shunt, and Kavalkin down the inside runs into his Russian parallel teammate, Maxim Orlov. That's Sebastiano Pavan, and another ruthless racing Russian, Maximilian Popov, joins the fight. Popov goes by and takes Dion Gauda as Pavan with the send. The Chetila Racing team driver entry, the Italian, the top Italian in this world-class field in the WSK Final Cup. Sebastiano Pavan's in P5. Lucas is 2.8 seconds down the road. Rashid in second place. Orlov now in P3. He's now the top Russian. There's Pavan. Slater's fallen back to 6th place. His chances of winning this afternoon are disintegrating. Behind him goes Popov. They all white line it. They make contact. Pavan goes wide. Pavan from position 4 is back to 7th. Dmitry Matviv for Koski Motorsport will also catch up to this battle. And David Walter, what could have been the Great Dane, in position 13. 3 laps remaining. Lucas has already gone. Lucas has disappeared. He's down in turn 2 now as Rashid leads the pack, including Orlov, Slater, Popov, Kavalkin, Matviv and Sebastiano Pavan. Orlov goes P2. Watch Slater, this is a brilliant race. Maximilian Popov for Ward Racing goes down the inside, white lines it. Orlov trying to hang on. Running off the road, it's getting ragged here. We've lost another 2 Russians. Skulanov, Kutskov are out, as is Irfan Dubnitsky. They join Hernandez and Maciej Guadic as the retirements from this sensational OK Junior Final. Pavan up the inside. That was a NASCAR-style move. Says, move over to the Russian son of a Top Gun. The Italian goes by the boy from Sochi. Popov loses a place. The penultimate lap of the race. Lucas Flutzer on track for an unbelievable, sensational victory here this afternoon. He has destroyed the field. The Spaniard is 4.3 seconds ahead of this fight for the final step of the podium, Maxim Orlov and Freddie Slater. Maxim, the Russian for Team Paralin. It's not the Russian for Team Paralin that started from pole position. That's Kavalkin. He's back in P4. There, down through the chicane goes Lucas Flutzer. That's the distance as Pavan with a very late move. And Popov capitalizes. Pavan all over the road, but he's still in position 5. This is the last lap of the race. Lucas Futsa 4.5 seconds away from taking the WSK title. Orloff in second place, looks over his shoulder to find the 2020 world champion. Ricky Flynn Motorsport team driver Fast Freddy 327 in third place. Spain from Russia, from the Queen's England. That's the podium, 1, 2, 3, with half a lap remaining. Flutzer goes into the hairpin for the final time. He has destroyed the field here this afternoon. That checkered flag is about to wave from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean. It is Lucas Flutzer. He wins the WSK Final Cup here at Adria. What an absolutely sensational win. We can hear them cheering on live from the Spanish island. Their boy Lucas has won the WSK title. Orloff across the line in P2, and Fast Freddy on the podium in third place. What a race! There is the race winner. Huge, huge, huge congratulations to Lucas. Had a brilliant run in the pre-final this morning. Started on the second row of the grid alongside Slater, and as they fought, he destroyed them. Orloff, the Russian in the Paralin, home in second place, and Slater home in third. They will be disappointed, although Orloff looked as though he punched the air with delight just to be on the podium. He was not expecting that. Maxim Orloff did start on the sixth row of the grid as we take a look at the highlights of the final. Kavalkin from pole position, and it was a good start right there from Lucas Flutzer. David Walter fighting with not only Freddie Slater but Anatoly Kavalkin as well. David Walter, who many were tipping to win this race, he's had brilliant speed all week, but as they fought, Lucas drove an intelligent race, picking them up one by one, drove by Freddie Slater to take the lead, and from there, as Rashid joined the fight, he would ultimately finish in 8th place. Meanwhile, the Emirati, Lucas, simply drove away. Orloff, Slater, Kavalkin, Popov, Sebastiano Pavan, the top Italian would finish in 7th, behind David, who did recover superbly. It got messy towards the end. He won by the length of the main straight. Lucas Flutzer from Spain has won the WSK Final Cup here at Adria Karting Raceway. Vamos, Lucas! It will be the national anthem of Spain that rings out here in the north of Italy this afternoon. KART Republic take the victory from Paralin in second place, and Ricky Flynn Motorsport with the Vortex-powered Cosmic of Freddie in third. Kavalkin fourth, Popov 5, Walter, what could have been a complete 360, was back to 14th. He recovers for 6th, does the Great Dane from Pavan, Rashid, Dimitri, and Rene Lamas. A good race to finish inside the top 10. Miguel Costa, he was one step off the podium earlier on, finishes 11th from Freysata, Gauda, Fotiv, Nathan Tai, 16th from Yampu Hui. Two more Russians, Antonov, and the fastest qualifier, Kittel Ditsiev. What promised so much 48 hours ago when he took pole position with a time of 48.920, finishes in 19th place. Vamos! Lucas Flutzer wins the WSK Final Cup here at Adria. And with that, we'll take the podium presentation live on wsk.it. Stay with us. We'll hear from Lucas in just a moment. The OK Junior Final here at Adria Karting Raceway. In third place for Team Paralin from Russia, Anatoly Kavalkin. Second place for Team Paralin Motorsport, also from Russia, Maxim Orloff. Ladies and gentlemen, what a race this was. The winner of the WSK Final Cup from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean, driving the KART Republic, Lucas Flutzer! the national anthem of Spain. The podium for the OK Junior Final here in the WSK Final Cup. 2 Russians from Team Paralin. Third place, Anatoly Kavalkin. Second place, Maxim Orlov. Vamos! Lucas Flutsa, the Spaniard, wins here in Adria. The podium for the OK Junior Final. Spasiba, Anatoly, Maxim, and muchas gracias, Lucas Flutsa. Stay with us, Lucas. Let's get a quick word with you. Quite simply, Lucas, what a race. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was an amazing race. I won my first race here in the WSK. The start was quite hard. I went down to 4th. But then there was a little fight, so I managed to go to second. Then I overtook Freddy for the lead, and then I just drove off. And they started battling, so I managed to extend my lead, and win.
Huge congratulations, Lucas. We can see your family down there. They're very happy. He is the winner of the WSK Final Cup here at Adria, Lucas Flutsa.